Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of Nurse Nikki is Learning to Draw. I'm Nurse Nikki, and today we are going to be drawing an African elephant. So if it's something that you're interested in, please stick around. Okay, so here you see where I start to just draw the head of the elephant and its trunk. I usually try to start with the head of any of the animals, at least, that I draw. And the reason is because it gives me a good baseline as to how I'm going to gauge the size of the rest of the animal. So here you see that I've done that, and I start going ahead and drawing the body. And I tend to, at this point, just kind of get the rough draft done. And if I have any mistakes, I go in and I erase those areas where I've made the mistakes. I usually use references, a reference picture, to draw these kinds of things. So that's what I'm doing here, just getting the outline down and looking at my reference picture to make sure that I've gotten the proportions right as best that I can anyway. And then I will, once I know I have that down, I will go back in and start adding a little bit more of the details, and I'll start adding some dark values to the picture so that I can figure out the contrast of what should be very dark and what should be very light. And then once I do that, then I start kind of adding pencil marks so I can use the blending stump to start kind of adding color, so to speak, or gradient of graphite to the drawing. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm using that blending stump and just going around the different areas to add that. And I also, as I'm going along, try to add different pencil marks so that I can start blending those out and adding the graphite to the rest of the animal. And I do try to add some details. Some textures I'm starting to try to get used to drawing, like trying to replicate skin. I'm not that good at that yet, but little by little getting there. And so the rest of the body, same thing, just going around and adding the darker values and making sure that the shapes of everything is correct. And then a little bit funny story here where you see that I'm about to start drawing the shadow cast by the ear. So my daughter, when she came and saw me drawing this, I said, "What do you think about this?" She said, "Mommy, that looks pretty good, but why did you put a necklace? Why did you put a necklace on the elephant?" And I said, no, that's the shading. That's the shadow cast by the air." And then she realized, oh, okay, that makes sense. Anyway, so that's one of the things when I started to learn or try to draw anyway, the thing that made me feel the best was when I was able to show it to people and they knew what it was, first of all, that I was drawing. And then in the case of maybe a person, did it convey the emotion or the action that I was going after? And if my family was able to say, yes, we know exactly what that is, then that made me feel like I was making some progress. So anyway, I just continued to go around this particular elephant and add some more dark areas so I can do further blending and give the elephant hopefully some contrast and make it not look as flat. And so that's what you're seeing here that I'm trying to do. And anyway, we've come to the end. If you like what you've seen here, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you can see when I upload again. Please comment and share. I really appreciate you spending your time with me today. Question of the day: when did you realize that your art was starting to get better? Please leave that in the comment section. All right, bye.